Okay, today's experiment, we're going to start off. This is still climbing. We just started this up. We're going to do a double spiral with the zinc. And we're going to let it warm up first. Okay, this is after about 6 minutes. Oh, just under 6 minutes. We got 5 amps going on here. It's a double spiral. Now, what we're seeing here is we are not seeing any interaction going on with the iron in the water using zinc. What we are seeing is interaction going on with the zinc and the calcium in the water. But we are getting some good bubbles. Check that out. How about that? Alright, so after 2.5 hours, it's doing some interesting stuff there. Usually it's steady. What's going on here? Holy shit, what the hell is all this? It feels solid. Oh, most definitely. Still going hard. So it's about 2.5 hours worth of driving. Let's check the coils. Actually, not bad. Not bad at all. You know what? I think we have a winner. This zinc is actually performing way better. Alright, here we are. It is 3:46. It's 3:45. I just want to make a note here. I didn't actually put any baking soda or baking powder or any kind of catalyst in there to create electrolysis. Any kind of electrolyte in there. This is all just my parents' well water and zinc. Now the fact is that during the last 2.5 hours or so that this has been running, it's gone from right up here to down here. So that's actually a significant amount of water that has turned into hydrogen and oxygen. And I'm sure if I wasn't just letting it evaporate, that would actually be some good fuel. Okay, so it's 5 p.m. We are between 5.5 and 6 amps here. It's still doing the weird back and forth thing. Alright, this is what it looks like. Now that production isn't as good as the stainless steel, or as the steel coil, but you can see just in like 3-4 hours of use, the steel coil has started to degrade to the point of unusability almost. It's still usable for like another hour or two, but then it's dead. Now, with the zinc coils, these things have been going for... I put the zinc coil in here at 2 o'clock. It's now 5 o'clock, so it's been going for 3 hours. And we can see very little degradation on the zinc in comparison to the metals, or in comparison to the steel over there. Now, granted, the steel does do a slightly better job at getting things to... Whoa, that was a lot of spark. There we go. There we go. Now granted, the zinc does not do as much as the steel does, but it lasts way longer. And the fact is that it does do significantly better than these things here that I set up. So I think these coils are the way to go. If I set up 6 of these coils, because we're running between 5 and 6 amps on 2 coils. So that would be between, if I set up 6 of these suckers, that would be between, Okay, it's 5:45, and you can see we're just hovering above 5 amps there, just barely above 5 amps. Barely at 5 amps. We still have some pretty good production. Look at that. Now, I want to remind people, I haven't put any baking soda in this water. I just filled it up, started it up, and away we go. Okay, it is now 6:30 p.m. I've had this thing running for how long now? A long time. We're actually seeing spikes. We're actually seeing things jump out of the water here. We are at just under or over 6 amps. We're at 6 amps, let's put it that way. With these 2 coils, they're still operating beautifully. Let's see what it looks like. And again, these actually look pretty good. I'm not seeing much degradation going on. I'm seeing a bit of degradation now, but not much. Went down to 5 amps. Back down to 5 amps. So it'll probably hover at about 5 amps. Oh, the water is slightly warm now. Now you gotta understand, I started this at 1 p.m. So this is 5.5 hours. The water is now lukewarm. Like, lukewarm, not even hot. So there is a little bit of heat passage going on in there. Oh. But the tiniest amount. Hey there.
Sorry to bother you. Are you Benjamin?
Okay, it is now 7 p.m. I've been running this for 6 hours now. There's a little degradation. Not much. That's where the heat's coming from, right there. That little bit that's too close, that's where the heat's coming from. Alright. Okay, so I let this thing run all night long. I know that wasn't a great idea or anything. You can see it just died somehow. Oh, something is going on here. Okay, so this is my discovery. The top end looked all right, but when you flipped it over, you started realizing the negative plate is actually half chewed away on both of them. No, sorry, the positive plate is almost half chewed away. Isn't that interesting? And if we look here, it's actually the positive that's been chewed away as well. So the oxygen is what's doing the damage to the metals. You see how that just slips off? Like, let's look at this here. That's it. That's all. That's all it is. Woo! Compared to this, that's nothing. Good grief. So, this is after 15 hours. So I'm pretty confident 2 hours versus 20 hours, I think zinc is a better metal than steel to use. Everybody keeps saying stainless steel, stainless steel. Well, stainless steel oxidizes and oxidizes just like the rest of metal. It looks like zinc lasts longer against that oxidization. I also want you to notice, okay, we're going to pour this crap out. Okay, so I'm going to set this camera up here, and I'm going to record what comes out of it. What is this? What is this crap? You see this? That's the zinc. That's the zinc that's been oxidized.